Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. My email address in the description below. Your purchase and pricing question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Email me directly for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing the original 2012 version of the Bethune DB27 Titan Hawk. 43 millimeters in diameter. The watch, as you can see, measures a very wearable 12.2 millimeters thick, just like a Rolex Daytona. It's 47.3 millimeters from lug to lug when the floating lugs are fully compressed, expanding to 50.5 millimeters lug to lug when they are fully extended, with a 26 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch is made of grade 5 titanium, which is both more scratch resistant than steel, but also lighter. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. This lug span used to be what de Bethune called their short lugs, and you can see on my wrist of 16 centimeters, it's the right choice. The lugs aren't so broad that they overlap the edge of my wrist, and you can really see that over the top. In proportion, the farther away I get from the camera, the better the watch looks. It is low enough to fit underneath a dress cuff, which I didn't anticipate. And then you can see that the watch fits well down the barrel, nowhere near the edge of my wrist. I can recommend it for wrist as small as 14 centimeters, maybe even 13.5 centimeters in circumference. Taking a quick look at the hardware and the software, you can see the strap, large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top, round scale alligator leather on the bottom. The idea here being to use the more premium material. Calfskin is cheaper, it wears through faster. You generally see high-end watches with gator on the top, but gator on the bottom is a real refinement, making for a much longer lasting strap. All black, you can see it has sheer cut sides showing the layers of leather with a monotone black stitch, and a simple, somewhat skeletonized titanium pin buckle to match the grade 5 titanium of the case. You can also see the somewhat evacuated profile of the shoulders of the pin buckle, echoing the lines and evacuated hollows of the lugs themselves. The lugs are spring-loaded. They will return to their fully extended position when they're not in tension. You can see this little ogival or torpedo or bullet or missile cap lug end. That's the last design vestige of the original 2002 DB1 chronograph. It's a nod to the company's past. This watch is automatic winding, but it does have a bullhead winder, and as you can see, it is a screw down, so you want to screw it out to set the watch. That's there for security. 30 meters water resistant. The screw down gives it a little bit more water resistant integrity compared to a push down crown with 30 meters. Domed sapphire, you can see that. The case itself features monoblock construction, so the bezel and the mid case are all one piece. There's no seam between them, which creates a very clean look up top. The dial, as with the case, as with the movement, all made in-house by de Bethune, a company that makes 150 watches a year this year and has yet to make its 3,000th watch. So exclusivity is assured, but so is integrity, as they control every part of the production process. And unlike most independents, they are making those three cardinal components: the dial, the case, and the movement. The dial is silver. You can see there's a toroidal outer track, and then an inner track that features what they call micro-light engraving. It is reductive guilloche, but it is a more modern look than traditional guilloche, which often includes billowing rose-like pattern, rosette, rayon, things like that. Think Cartier Santos. That's what they didn't want to do. The hands, including the indicator for the radial date, are fired blue titanium using a patented process for firing blue titanium that de Bethune developed. And of course, there is a radial date at center with quickset. That wasn't featured on the second Titan Hawk. The printing on the dial is blue on silver, which makes for a nice clear contrast and also a little bit of warmth and color. And then turn it all over. You can't quite see, but this is caliber S33. S233 is a automatic movement that is a 6-day twin barrel automatic, and it features a number of innovative elements. First of all, the twin self-adjusting barrels, that's patented. Also, you can see there are little shock absorbers with coil springs on the edge of the balance, so you wind up with 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs for the balance staff. The idea there is to, of course, improve shock resistance and durability, but also to rapidly relocate and recenter the balance staff after a shock to improve chronometry. That's patented. Of course, the solid disc of silicon with a white gold rim, that balance design circa 2010 from de Bethune, is patented. It beats away at 8 beats per second, so you still have a modern high beat rate. Nothing is sacrificed in order to achieve that 6-day power reserve. The movement features a flat hairspring that's actually 2 pieces bent by hand and then clamped together to beat concentrically like an overcoil, but be thin and shock resistant like a flat hairspring. Lots to love there. A technically ambitious 34 joule movement. Again, the fact that there are at least 6 patents protecting this watch speaks to the level of pure science, research, and development that watchmaker Denis Flageolet is investing in the watches he crafts at de Bethune. This is a dream watch in every regard, and I do love the fact that this original version had the 6-day, not 60-hour power reserve, and the radial date rather than center seconds. All of those other features came on board for the second generation watch. Go with the date, go with the long power reserve, go with the original Titan Hawk. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.